Good morning, ladies. I'm Karen Ray. I'm the founder of Fave Lifestyles. And now we have a new pop up group called G.I.G, Girlfriends Inspired by God. And I have Deanna Nowadnick here with me. Good morning, Deanna.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm do I'm doing great. And the reason we are coming and chatting today is we just wanted to give the women who are popping into this group a little bit of information around why we started this, what we're going to be doing here, and the importance of building community and building relationships with women who are walking in their faith and just need some inspiration and can inspire others as well. So
An uplifting conversation.
yes, absolutely. So, Deanna, we had been chatting for quite some time about how to bring women together, and you always talk about how God is in the details. And
Yeah.
so, for me, I don't know if some women can relate to this or not, but for me, one of the reasons I am here is I was just really searching for a place to connect with other women of faith.
Mhm.
And I wasn't finding it, through COVID, we all got separated and everything. And,
Yeah.
maybe you're part of a Bible study group or whatever, but I somehow all my connections kind of dissipated. And I was looking for a space to come together, to be inspired. And then that's when I reached out to you and we had chatted a little bit about this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and so we were creating this pop up group to see if women want to connect and what that might look like. So, just give a little brief a little synopsis of who you are and what you're doing here and your inspiration
Yeah.
behind
Yeah. Um, I, I'm a woman of faith. In fact, Karen, I think about our first meetings together, and they were opportunities to pray for each other. Both of us valued our walk with God and wanted to make sure, even before COVID, during COVID, after COVID, that we were following God's lead in all that we do. We knew that we had some wonderful opportunities ahead and that life would include challenges. And we talked about wanting to stay connected to God, seeing God in the details, and making sure that we were following God's will, God's
this.
way, God's when. And both of us love encouraging and empowering women and looking at fave lifestyles. Uh, this felt like a wonderful opportunity for next for women of faith, a fave gig, girlfriends inspired by God. It's fun to think about.
It is fun to think about. And Deanna, I need those reminders that God is in the details. And for me, I am really looking to kind of that reminders or those little connections to remember that each and every day so God can be a part of my daily life, not
Yeah,
just on Sundays or not just at Bible study, but what does that look like when you're looking to see God in the details?
yeah.
What is
We all need that. We all need that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that excites me. I'm like, wow, what could life look like? I mean, it is just I think it's really exciting and to be kind of on that path with other women who are
Mhm,
also looking to see God in the details in their everyday life.
mhm.
Um, wow, that excites me. It's just like, yeah, but it just and to get into the word to how are these little pieces going to play a part in your life? And I think that's what is
Yeah.
really important to me.
Well, and remembering that our walk with God impacts every single part of our life, who we are as wives, mothers, sisters, colleagues, co-workers, all of it. And for me, left to my own devices, if I don't keep connected to something bigger, God's bigger, I
Mhm.
become a little inwardly focused. Life becomes way too much about me all the time.
Mm,
And my walk with God, my journey with God helps me see God in the details and also helps me get out of my way so I can better appreciate God's way. And I need that. I need that every single day. Every single day.
yes. Yes, so do I. So just I wanna give the ladies a little piece of comfort, if you will. You can come wherever you are on your walk with God.
Yeah.
So my story, I mean, I grew up going to church, grew up going to all the youth things, the youth camps, and all these different things, and raised my children. They went to a Christian school, but I want women to know that you can be wherever you're at. And even though I grew up, I've never been able to speak Bible speak. I can barely remember a Bible verse. So even though it's always been around me, I don't think of myself as a mature Christian that knows all these things. So if you're coming to look to me for some answers or anything, I'm not the person. I'm not a mentor or anything like that. I'm just a woman who is walking in growing my faith. And so I want women to know that you can come at wherever you're at. You don't have to be, at any, I don't know. Sometimes for some reason, sometimes I think different levels, you're a newbie,
Wow.
but really I want women to just feel that this is a warm space to be who you are, and we're really looking again I'm just going to point back to that. We're looking for God to be in the details in our daily life. And I think that's really where the comfort and the beauty and where we can grow, because you can be wherever you're at, because then you can take those next steps and be
Well,
inspired.
and can I add to that? I don't mean to call you out, but you are a wonderful example. Monday, last Monday, when we had our virtual get together, the alarm had not gone off for you. So, you know, but you were there. And that's what's important, because life unfolds as life unfolds. And there
Mhm.
will be moments where we have it all together and I have my 9 coats of mascara on and I'm ready for it. And there'll be moments that we don't.
Yeah.
But connecting as women of faith, we also get to connect to God's bigger. You'll often hear me talk about how um, um, we have God's love, joy, peace, and hope in our life, the capitalized versions, and that gives us unconditional love. That gives us a joy that transcends mere happiness, simple delights. It gives us an inner peace, and it also gives us a hope that can inspire us in all that we do. It's a bigger that is truly exciting and an honor to be a part of.
Yeah, and I think that is something that I really desire, and I guess maybe that's one of the reasons too we created this pop-up group, so you can kind of take kind of the veil away and go, oh, you know what? We could have something more than what we have. We could
Yeah,
have a different kind of joy.
yeah, yeah.
And these different things, and I think that's what my heart is really desiring in that space. And I couldn't find it elsewhere, but and there's other great programs, other different things, but this is just a space for us ladies to come together. I'm really excited that you and some will be bringing in other women who are more mature Christians, who have had a lot of training, can help guide us, help keep us focused on, on what God's word is and how that's working in our lives. So,
Yeah,
Anna, we talked a little bit, about that importance of friendship and connection of women, and
yeah,
so you just really want the ladies to know that that's what this place is.
really. And we talked about what does genuine friendship look like? You know, we support each other, we encourage each other, we strengthen and empower each other. And when you think about that special friend, the one who has been there for the heartbreaks, been there for the accomplishments, the one that friend who tells us not just what we want to hear, but also what we need to hear in a way that is both honest but not hurtful. We talk about, we think about friends who listen to understand, friends who believe in us in ways that we don't always believe in ourselves at times. What we can do with those friendships as we connect to God's direction. How
Mhm.
cool is that? How cool is that?
That is that. And it's we're all moving forward together, and so that's what kind of creates that friendship too, as you are kind of moving together forward with a purpose, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're learning and encouraging each other. So let's give the ladies a little idea of our monthly meeting that we have, and kind of that what to expect and what that looks like.
Sure. So right now, unless it's a holiday month, right now we've been trying to get together on the first Monday of each month at 8 a.m. So we have a time for virtual coffee, um, a chance to introduce ourselves to each other, a short devotion, short discussion. I think we're usually done within 30 minutes, right, Karen?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This last month, we were able to pre-record, so we were able to post that after, and then also post the transcript because not everyone is able to log in from their car at 8 a.m. on Monday mornings, or uh, uh, log in from New York, because we have people coming from all different places now. So we're trying to be more accommodating of schedules. One of the things that I still want to add now that we've got our own personal place is prayers. Finding ways that we can support and encourage each other in prayers, not just the bigger prayers for the bigger, broader community, but prayers, personal prayers. I
Mhm.
think that's important in our journey with God and our journey with each other.
Yeah, opening up those conversations with God. And I was thinking of that yesterday. They on the radio station I was listening to, they were talking about prayer, and it's like, I just really, can we just sit and have some conversations with God?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, just and that to me is like bringing those details that God into your everyday life. It's not just like, hey, I'm God, I'm talking to you, but what if we had a conversation?
How many times have we said to our kids or our friends or in a situation, just talk to me, just talk to me? Um, how,
Yeah.
how often God is waiting for us just to talk to Him? Um, he knows we don't have it all figured out. He knows that it's a challenge. He knows that, wow, didn't expect this today. He knows that. And He
Yeah.
wants to be there for us.
I think God has a real sense of humor. And I just sitting there
Absolutely.
going, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm loving this road that we're going to be journeying together, and that is the whole theme of our fave, as well with our women entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad to bring that to this space as well. That we are doing life together. So,
Karen,
anything else that you want to share?
you talk about coming to Fave for the community,
Mhm.
staying for the abundance.
Mhm.
Uh, and I would invite women to come for a very special faith community,
Mhm.
staying for God's abundance. And I don't mean to imply that you connect with girlfriends inspired by God and you're going to find some wonderful entrepreneurial abundance. God's abundance doesn't equate to, you do this, you do that. God's abundance is so much bigger than anything that we could imagine, and together we can see God in
Yeah.
those details.
I love it. Yes. So, ladies, I just want to invite you to come and join us. We on our Monday, first Monday of the month meetings. It's very casual. You can bring your coffee. You don't have to have your hair done. It's not recorded. It's a space where we can just come together and feel comfortable and have, like Deanna said, a little devotion, a little prayer time, and just really connect with each other.
And this is
So,
how casual we're going to be next
yeah.
month. I'm going to be recording from the beach. So
Oh, lovely.
we'll have
Excellent.
fun. We'll have fun.
All right. Thank you, Deanna. And any last words at all?
It's amazing what God is up to, and I'm genuinely excited to see where He takes us. It's
Yeah,
going to be
me
fun.
too. Yeah. So ladies, come join us.
Thank you.